I'm talking to Michelle Marchand Canseco.
That's it.
Okay. Michelle, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I've been a corporate trainer for 2 decades. I don't really even want to admit that, but I mean, my thighs rub together. I couldn't wear a pair of shorts. I mean, just you can't see it because I'm sitting down right now, but I'll tell you, when I went to Brazil, I did some work with Costa Cruise Lines, and we were in Brazil, and that was a lot of fun. I saw the mannequins, and the mannequins have like big butts and smaller waists, and I was like, oh, that's my figure, so when I saw those in the window, I definitely went into the store to buy a pair of shorts, or try to find clothing that would fit me. And I'm not putting down that figure, because it's a gorgeous figure, but the problem is it's hard to find clothes in the United States.
Okay.
And I wanted to trim down my thighs, because that was a real issue, and the thighs rubbing together. And I don't know how many men deal with that, but I guarantee you, Joseph, your female listeners, some of them know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sometimes I do get down and I find that if I go and have a donut, that I feel better. Is that what you call emotional eating?
For you to make an association with feeling better and a donut, I don't think there's any medical evidence, or if they were to open up your brain to be able to see the chemicals change, except for the fact that there's a placebo effect. You made yourself believe that. It's not about, you know, me telling somebody what to eat and what not to eat. It's more about why.
Okay.
Why are you eating is what I want to know. And then it goes back to mindset and lifestyle.
Now, that brings about another question, the why. And I want to know, why did you decide to write that book?
Oh, God, thank you. Thank you for asking that question, because okay, last year was a really, really tough year for me. My younger brother died suddenly.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Thank you. My 7-year-old dog died, my beloved dog, who, I thought I was going to get at least another 7 years out of her, and she died. And then I lost my job due to massive layoffs. And I thought to myself, okay, if there's ever a time that I was going to emotionally eat, it would have been then.
Wow.
And I didn't. So I thought, oh, I think I did this. I figured this out, and then I'm a corporate trainer. So I really wrote the book for myself. I was like, well, what if I slip back, or what if I, can't maintain this weight loss? Because at that point, I had lost 29 pounds, and I wanted to make sure that I was holding steady and, going to keep that success. So I wrote the book for myself, like a how-to. So there's a lot of, you know,
Okay.
um, like I was sharing earlier, there's a lot of, okay, your turn, and and action steps, and goals that you need to take, and key reminders, and those kinds of things. But again, it was all for me to remind myself of what to do. And then I put in 5 rules in there that I thought would be easy to remember as well. Okay, so rule number 1 is to be attractive. And I'm talking about like a magnet, attract what you want into your life. And people are very focused oftentimes, well, I don't want this. And like you were very clear about keto. I don't want to do keto, but what do you want? Rule number 2 is to be receptive, and it's about listening to your inner guidance, because there are a lot of different voices. And you're in healthcare, so that there's One day they'll tell you that coffee is great for you. The next day it's not, chocolate, dark chocolate, and then it's not. And, so you're getting all these mixed messages. But I mean, I really believe that people have their inner guidance, and I found my inner voice, and I know what to listen to now. But I think that people know, and but they get bombarded with all these different messages all the
Right.
time.
If they'll stop and listen, that's the thing. And
Yeah.
if they would just enter into silence
Mm-hmm.
occasionally, and that sometimes through meditation or whatever, but if
Mm-hmm.
people would just stop and listen.
Rule number 3 is to be vulnerable, and that's to be courageous and admit where you feel weak and you're not sure. And rather than having the bravado and trying to put on a strong face for everybody else and be tough for everybody else, do whatever you need to do in the business world or with family and friends, but with yourself, like Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. And, if you're feeling weak, sick, upset, angry, honor your emotions. But you don't have to stuff them with food. You don't have to negate them. You don't have to zone out. You don't have to numb yourself, but just accept it, because we know that what we resist persists. So accept it and let it go. Rule number 4, be centered, know what you want, know what makes you happy. Pedicures, manicures, whether I do them myself or I go someplace to have them done, those definitely cheer me up and make me feel, better. I got my nails done right now. Or massage, these can be things that also make the body feel good, but are not detrimental to your health. Number 5 is to be gracious. But
Ah,
now I'm taking it to a whole nother level. So in the book where I wrote about, being grateful for your food and the way it tastes and the way it smells, when we're doing the program, we actually talk about, well, let's go take it a step further. Let's talk about where the food came from, the truck drivers, well, the farmers, the truck
mhm.
drivers, the store or restaurant personnel. And when you're making food about that and expressing all this gratitude, I think it makes it difficult to overeat. If someone is hearing this program or watching this program and thinking, boy, I'd like to talk to her, go to the coaching tab, and in
Mhm.
there I have my calendar, so you can click on the link, book a chat. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to Joseph Tapper. You'll see more information about how to reach him and me in the description below.